All right, good morning, everybody. Today we got quite a few stocks to look at actually, but some of these don't really look too great. We've got ACUS here. It must be an offering or a buyout because it really hasn't moved in price from that $13 range after jumping from 7, but we'll watch it on open. RMED's looking pretty good here from a range of 645 up to about 830. Currently on that 200 EMA, so that's a good support area. Avio's up there with ACUS where I don't think it's going to move. We've got FNHC here, which has been a runner for the past couple of days here, going from about 88 cents to a high there of 120. So again, we've got a pretty decent range right on that VWAP there. So that'll probably be a good place for an entry. That'll probably be the first trade we take as long as it looks good at the time. ATXI is also not looking too bad from 340 to 420, so a good range there, right on VWAP. Breaking down a little bit from that and the 20 EMA. 200 is pretty far away, so I'm not quite sure if we'll jump on that very quickly. We'll have to see what it looks like. KPRX has almost nothing going on for it. Lay's looking okay, going from about 370 to 470 here, so about a dollar range. Coming down to that 200, so that could be another play opportunity. So we're going to put that at the top. We're going to put ACUS at the back. We're going to put Avio at the back as well, because I don't think we really need to focus on that. RMED, FNHC is looking good. ATXI is looking good. Acor's not looking terrible. It's got a range of about 73 cents to a high here of about $1 so the more immediate range is looking like probably 80 cents to 86 cents. So it's not too great on that front, but it could come back a little bit stronger. We might see this pick up a little bit. Close down ES for now. So right now, Lace is looking good for an entry position. Maybe RMED. FNHC is going for the bounce already, so this is looking pretty bullish. I think I'm going to take this on open. I could be wrong though, so we're going to go ahead and type out the alert. FNHC. Yeah, we're going to take this. $6. We're going to go for $1.20 at least with a $2 stop loss. So we're going to give it 4 cents, which is about 4%. You could give it a little more room if you want, but I think 4 cents should be fine. So depending where you get in here, you might get a really good position. Yeah, I'm going to jump in here. So we're going to have to change the parameters a little bit. FNHC. Load. Okay. All right, so jumping at 0.99 here, so 0.99, we'll give it a 0.96 stop. Jumped in 0.99 on the drop, 0.96 stop, and we'll take it as it comes with the price targets here. We'll just have to wait a little bit and see what happens with that. We're hoping for a recovery off this support area now. RMED with a nasty drop too. Lay's held though, so this could be a bullish sign for Lay's. ATXI, nice jump up. Acor with the drop as well. So ATXI looks like it wants to run. I think we need to jump in on ATXI as well. So with ATXI, we're probably going to be going for about a 405 entry if we can. I would like to hit at least 460 on this. And then we're going to give it a decent size stop here. So maybe 390. It looks like you might get a slightly better entry than 405 here, which is good. ATXI. Okay, so Lays is down to the 200. FNHC, nice bounce. We can actually remove that because we didn't end up even using it. We're at 104 right now. From 0.99, we're up about 5% on this, so we can take profits. FNHC, 105. We're almost at 106 here, so you could wait for 106 if you want. Let's see here. Lay's looking to bounce, maybe. We're going to see. Bullish candles, very bullish. Those wicks are big, so I think that's going to make me buy in on Lays as well. Hopefully we see some volume kick up off this. I'd like to get about a 412 entry on this. We're going to aim for 440, and we're just going to give it a 395 stop. So that should give us plenty of room here in case we do see a dip. 106 on FNHC here, just about 107. There we go, 107. So I'm going to look to take some profits. I was waiting for 106. Looks like I got basically 108 there. Looks like it's coming back down a little bit. Armed might bounce off this support area. ATXI dropped down to that 399 area. So if you're waiting for a really good entry, that's a pretty decent one, actually. We are near that top band, so we do have to push out quite far here. We're looking to break 417 and maybe start a run up to the high there, 420, and see if we can break through that. FNHC back at 0.99, looking like it's going to be running into stop or very, very close to it. But we already secured some profits, so that's not a huge deal. Lays up to 424 there, so that's a good place to take some profits. Just lagging behind a little bit here. Taking some profits around 425 lays. Not a bad place to take them. FNHC running into stop for the remainder. ATXI back down a little bit, but we did hit 414 there. 414, 415, not a terrible place to take profits. That is about the top of the band. It's not a lot of profits, but we should take it. So I'm going to say taking profits, ATXI around 415. We might break through that 417 here, but anywhere around there is good. Whoa, there we go. All right, cool. So we've taken some profits on basically everything so far, so we're not really worried about things stopping us out necessarily. I am looking for FNHC to come back on a little bit of a grander scale here. I don't think we're going to break this low of 94 cents, so if we can get an entry of 96 cents or better, I think that would be the next opportunity to play a bounce. Acorn still dropping. ATXI finally breaks through. We see a new high here, 424. So if you're waiting to take a little bit of profit, that's also a good place to do so when you break the high. Looks like we're going to get huge wick on this though. We did come back down to that 0.96 area on FNHC. So let's go FNHC. Whoops. FNHC. 0.96-ish, we're gonna say, because I would like to get a little bit lower on that. Okay, for a PT on this, it's kind of tough, but I think we're gonna go for 105 for now, and then we're gonna go for a point. Yeah, see, we're gonna have to give it at least a 0.93 stop. Okay, so that should explain it well enough. ATXI down pretty big here. FNHC's maybe starting a recovery, and Lays did have a breakdown past that 200 and support area, which is not necessarily a good sign, but we're seeing a good candle pop up here. ACUS, Avio, both not doing anything. We can go ahead and close those down. We don't need that chart space. ATXI looking to bounce off VWAP this time, perhaps. We might reach higher highs. FNHC looking like it's going to come back. Nice consolidation so far. So our stop is going to be at least 93 cents, if not more. Armed could also be coming back. We did hit an area of support. It is looking all right. I think we could probably get a decent entry in Armed. Gotta make sure I put in that FNHC trade as well. So for Armed, 730 is probably going to be optimal here. We're going to go for at least $8 on it with a 7. Honestly, we don't need a huge amount of room here. I'm thinking maybe 715. If it breaks down from 715, we don't really want to be in it. Armed. Okay, so we're nice green candle there. So we basically hit exactly where we wanted to go on Armed, and then it went straight up to almost 760. So we're almost 30 cents up on this. Go ahead and take some profits. Profits, Armed, 760-ish. Nice little bounce. I think we're going to get more than that out of it, but it's a good starter. We're just hoping that FNHC, maybe it breaks down a little bit more here, and then we're hoping for a bounce. Lays did come back. It is staying back above that 200, which is good. FNHC with that breakdown, bottom of 96 here at 95. Maybe we hit 94 for a bounce. Hoping hoping we drop down to at least a little bit closer to 94 here. There's 94 right there. I'm going to go ahead and take an entry on 94. And that means our stop loss will be 94. We can probably put in 91. That's as low as I would be willing to go on this. If we do see this break down, we might have one more chance for a bounce here at 88 cents. Beyond that, I mean, we could see all the way down to 77, but it would be looking pretty bearish. So we're looking for a recovery off this right now. Let's see here. RMED looking pretty good here. Pushes all the way to 770. Another decent place to take profits if you didn't take it at 760. We need this to turn around here pretty quick. Otherwise, it's going to be a stop out. ATXI back down. Acore not really doing a whole lot. KPRX, it's pretty spotty price action, so nothing we want to touch quite yet. Very, very close to stopping out here on FNHC. Let's see, catch up with the chat. CCL, we could take a look at, yeah. CCL. Yep, CCL is looking pretty good here. 76 to, or 767 there to almost $8. So it's kind of a tight range. Probably could get rid of this and move it on to something else. We're seeing a slight recovery on FNHC here. AVCT on a climb, or was it? Let's take a look. Yeah, it's on a climb, that's for sure. Remove those. Might see some resistance right here. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, like right there. Right there. Okay. So maybe we see a pullback down to the 239 area. Could be a possible buy-in. FNHC recovering slightly. ATXI dropping, so we're stopping out on the remainder here. We could be seeing a 200 EMA drop, so we'll wait for that. RMED's still kind of playing with us here. Hasn't broken into a new low yet, but yeah, these candles are all over the place. Lay's dropping again. So FNHC, nice recovery here up to 0.97. We can go ahead and take some profits here. Profits, FNHC, 0.98-ish, we'll say. Very close to that. You're getting in a second or two late. That could be a couple reasons. Could be, maybe you don't have hotkey set up. Brokerage doesn't have direct market access. Could be a lack of confidence. A whole bunch of different little factors to work on. Usually a second or two won't make a huge difference. Sometimes it even saves you getting a second or two late. Oops, did not mean to do that. Lay's literally looking like it's going to bounce right off the stop there. Just about the touch points, 9.8 here on FNHC. So we did pick the bottom pretty well here so far. This could be another dead cat bounce. If we break higher than 0.99 here, it would look a little more bullish. ATXI breaking down, so it does look like if it doesn't hold this support area, we will be seeing that 200 EMA for a potential bounce. CCL's not doing too bad here. We did see that dip down to the 240 area on AVCT here, but I'm still not completely convinced this is not going to end here. RMED back up a little bit. We did hit that 0.98 area, almost hit 0.99. Still looking pretty good there. RMED's still looking all right. Lay's definitely not looking great, but I haven't quite stopped down on it yet, but we are very, very close. KPRX, nice volume there, picking up. KPRX is in a halt. GEHI also halted and unhalted, so we could take a look at that. Yeah, no, we don't even really care about that. This one halted 641, so we got another 4 minutes. ATXI does look like it might be holding on the support area here. FNHC Yeah, might be getting rejected off the 9 EMA. Armed, looking okay still. Lays, still looking okay, I guess. As long as we see that bounce here. ABCT, it's going to continue. I guess we need to just jump in on ABCT, try to get a decent entry on it. ABCT. It's like I was saying, we're probably trying to get in. I mean, we probably built up a list of support around that 242 area, so we're going to go for a 242 entry. Going to go for probably a 270 PT with a 230. Let's give it 232 as a stop. I know 10 cents is a lot at this price point, but you know, that gets us below a certain level here. We are seeing a big drop. We saw it down to 241, so that's not a bad place to buy in. Pretty close to where we wanted to. Okay. FNAC back down a little bit, so we are getting rejected off that 9 EMA and that resistance area at 97 cents. Armed back down. Lay's recovering nicely after just about stopping us out. Okay, we can look at some new stuff that might be popping up on the scanner here. Let me just organize things a little bit better. Yes, 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 yes. ETXI's maybe. I think A-Core's not going to happen today. KRPX keep open. CL, it's got not a lot going for it. It's got 30 cents a range, so I'm going to close that down. SYBX, let's take a look at that, see what that looks like. Okay, so price action is not looking too bad on it. $1.09 to $1.30, so that's a decent range. Volume's looking okay. I think we'll keep this one open for now. I don't think it's ready for an entry yet, but DBTX. Nope, don't like that. What else we got going on? ATNF. This stock has a history of doing nothing and then running really hard. So I'm kind of curious to keep an eye on it, but we'll see what happens with it. I'm not really sure I want to open a chart. 242. I tried to get the 241 entry, it just didn't happen. We did hit up all the way to 252, so 10 cents is pretty good at a $2 stock, so make sure you take some profits there. Should have the alert for that. ABCT 252-ish. You want about 10 cents on that. Okay. FNHC is back down quite a bit here. Armed, nasty drop, so it's going to be, yeah, not looking good on that, so we'll be stopping out on the remainder. Lay's also breaking back down. Looks like we're taking a dump in the market again. So we might see ATXI at the 200 here. This looks like a nice recovery so far, but you know, we've had other things that look like a nice recovery too and aren't, like Armed. Okay, let's see. ABCT still holding. FNAC still holding on, which is good. That top band there is coming down pretty hard. Armed could be a good recovery. Let's take a look at the grander scale here. So we actually got very close to that 683 support. You know, we might see some at 692 as well. If we drop down even further, we might be looking at a 655. But this drop was almost a 5-minute 200 EMA bounce, which is good. If we look at this on the 5-minute scale, definitely a nasty drop, but we are holding on the support with the bodies, which is looking good. Ideally, I'd like to get that stop at that 88 cents mark. I think that's what looks best here. But I don't think that's going to happen right now. ABCT is climbing, so if we didn't get that 252 exit earlier, now's looking like a good time to take a little bit off the table. I don't know how high that's going to go, but we are up pretty good on it so far. SYBX not really doing a whole lot. Still halted on KRPX. It should be unhalting right now. 641, 646. It must be a 10-minute halt. Either that or I'm late. What's the scanner in the bottom of your screen? It is the Trade Ideas scanner. So these are all custom scanners that I've made. So The one on the left is the actual small cap scanner, and the one on the right is going to give me alerts for things that are picking up more momentum. So right now it's Avio trading at 15 times its volume, RMED 5x its daily volume. You know, we were ignoring Avio because it looks like it was a buyout, but RMED's looking pretty good in the volume aspect of things. This does look like it could turn around. I'm not quite ready to jump back in on it yet, though. QNRX. Oh, I haven't heard that ticker in a while. Actually, we can just close down this. Go here. QNRX. Yeah, that one's going pretty good, isn't it? Going from $2 to 270, so huge range there. This candle's going from 239 to 249, so we got 10-cent candles. That's gonna make or break a trade in a couple seconds here. Looking bullish. I like the tails on these. That's looking pretty good. It's gonna hold at that VWAP line though. That's the question. We're seeing a little bit less volume. We could make a quick play off this. If we can get down to about 239 again, we could jump in and hope for the best here. You know what? I'm gonna try it. We've been having a somewhat a decent amount of luck here today. Q1RX, I guess 245. If you can get down to like 240, that would be great. So I'm just gonna say 245-ish. We're gonna go for at least 255-ish, and then probably just a 238 stop. So I want this to basically break into a new low here. I actually picked like basically right the bottom there. So that wasn't really the best, but we'll see where we get in. 242 here. Come on, 240, 238. All right, jumping in. I wanted a little bit of a dip, and it gave me much more than a little bit there, so I'll take it. Jumped in 238 here. QNRX. SL is going to be, you know, a couple cents down from that, so 235. That makes it a lot safer for me. I like that, because then I don't have to give it, because we're not going to get it below this 20 EMA, and there's really no support above that, right? So there's nothing really else to look at. Either we're seeing the bounce here or we're not, and we don't need to risk too much to see it. FNAC back up, and it's actually maybe breaking that high here. This looks like a potential double bottom on the 1 minute, which doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but could be extra reassurance for somebody. Just need to break it. Just need to hit that, hopefully a $1. If we can break $1, I think this is going to turn bullish again. We can move this up here. There we go, broke $1. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. We almost hit $1.01 there. So we took profits at 98 cents. So you can take profits at 102 here. That's definitely not a bad thing to do. Taking some more profits. FNHC $1.02. And then we're gonna wait a little bit here to see if we can get a breakout. Maybe we see $1.06, maybe even $1.10. QNRC drops, so we're gonna be stopping out on that. This looks like it's just gonna break down, so I'm okay taking this exit at 235. Just a quick 3-cent tap out. QNRX still halted, so it's definitely a 10-minute halt. So if it's 10-minute, we'll see this popping up. It should be actually right now. There we go. Yep. We could probably jump in on this. This looks like it's got a lot of momentum. So let's do that. I don't know if I'll get alert out in time here. 50 and 850 SL. Depending where you get in, it's so hard to put out an alert for this. KPRX. Gonna probably get a much cheaper entry here. So momentum play, just get in where you can and give about 50 cents of room. I should actually have a different command for momentum alerts where it's not really much of an alert, just kind of a get in and get out kind of thing. So hopefully you guys made some money off that. That was kind of all over the place. Definitely all over the place. So depending where you got in, you may have stopped out on this dip. I came very, very close, but I did take some profits when it went up, so I'm not really entirely worried. My profit's going to be about 785, although I think I might just move it up if we start to see newer highs here. I'm expecting us to hold in the support area. We'll see. ABCT is looking real nice. Yeah, we're at we hit a high there, almost 270. So again, take some profits off the table. We're up pretty good on it. Did I get in? That was 652. So last minute, yeah, on KPRX, yeah, I did get in. I got about 860 as an entry. I'm not sure if this is going to continue to run or not, but I'm glad I secured some. That was pretty nuts, that movement. We're at $1.04 here on FNHC. We did touch $1.05. So that's what we were kind of hoping for. I'm hoping to see about $1.06 out of this. You're still in KPRX, all in and out. Oh, are you asking me a question? No, I still have a little bit left in there. Yeah. I took most of it out on that jump, but I'm not too confident in this runner, so I think we're probably going to stop out on it, especially since we're sitting so close to that stop, and this is very volatile, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. QNRX still dropping down 260. So I didn't get to put out the alert. I'll put it out now, but basically you should have been taking profits around that 270 mark on ABCT for sure, or somewhere along the way up, especially once you got about 10 cents up from the last takeout there. ABCT taking profits, 270-ish. Even like 264 would have been good as an exit on ABCT here. Looks like it's going to come down a little bit. So ATXI actually did drop. It dropped past that 200 a little bit. We're looking at the 2-minute scale. It's not there yet. 5 minutes, far away. But 5 minute actually looks like it might start coming back. It's close to that bottom of the band there. ATXI could be another good play. We'll have to wait and see. ABCT is probably looking for a pullback here. Yeah, that candle on the 5 minute, not looking good. That looks like a reversal. So we're probably going to head back down here. So don't be holding on to too much here. QNRX, I don't think it's going to hold on to 20 EMA. Volume's really low, so Lay's breaking down to stop. Armed still holding at this level. It hasn't dropped any further yet. Okay, so like I'm not really finding a huge area of support. Maybe in the aftermarket yesterday, but that's about it. FNAC back at 102. So again, like we said, 104, 105, 106, that's kind of where you want to be aiming to take a little bit off the table here. ABCT looks like it's moving back up, so you might have a chance to get out 264 again here. ATXI not really showing a whole lot. KPRX has yet to stop us out actually, but it's been very close still. I actually kind of wrote this one off, but it looks like it might start to move back up a little bit here. We will see. We will see. FNAC looks like it wants to make another push. Okay, do we have anything new? We got ATIP kind of showing up here. ABCT stealing a lot of the momentum alerts. RBT, we could try RBT, I guess. This one's not doing anything, so. Oh no, we don't want that. And then there's ATIP. Yeah, again, no volume, no price action, so we don't want that either. KPRX might actually be a winner here, just very slightly. I mean, it was already a winner, but it could be a bigger winner. If we can hold this, this could be good. QNRX looks like it is actually bouncing so far. It did actually make its way back up to 235, 236 level there. FNHC back in that 105 level. So like we said, this is another good place to take a little bit off the table. I'll put out the alert to do so. FNHC 105, maybe 106. Yeah, let's go 106 since we're here already. And then we have some left to maybe hit 110. That's probably the ideal place. If we hit 110, I'm sure we're going to see a pullback here, probably back down to the 200. We will see. ATXI does look like it's curling up. This might be an opportunity on this stock. So do we waste a day trade on this? I think we do. I think this has enough. Well, it's the range isn't that great. We're looking maybe getting in at 380 to 414. So yeah, you know what? I don't really like that range too much. KPRX is looking pretty good though, I gotta say. I'm surprised I didn't get stopped out on that. It was very, very close, but it is moving back. 107, we did touch that 109 area on FNHC there. So again, you know what? We're 3-4 cents up. 109, that is the resistance area, so that's not a bad place to take a little bit off the table. And then we're just waiting for that breakout, so maybe we see a new high here. So we're hoping to maybe break, if we can break 110, I think we could probably start to fly. And then we just had to break high a day, so 119, I believe. Yeah, but, well, 120. AVCT is consolidating nicely, but I do think it's on its way down. ATXI, bands are tightening. I'm going to be really upset if we miss a move here, but you never know. This could be a big mover. This could start to make new highs. We did see it go from, 345 to, 418. So it could do something crazy like that again. ABCT not looking too bad. It's a healthy pullback. It hasn't broken down yet, but I am anticipating it will do that. FNHC hitting a pullback, which we expected off the resistance here, especially with the two wicks touching it, nothing more. We have RMED here. Still hasn't really shown us anything to say we need to get back into this. So right now I think we're sitting on our hands for the most part. We're at 8 trades. So we're about where we usually are at this time. And then we usually sit on our hands and wait for some good plays to pop up. I like the ATXI setup, but I do not like the range on it. Screens went yellow all of a sudden. Was that yeah, there we go. Yeah, weird. It turned the nightlight on at 7 in the morning. Let's see here. So we got ATXI setting up good, not enough range. KPRX is consolidating again, but higher now, which is definitely what we want to see on that. ABCT still expecting at least a drop. We're looking at the 5-minute to see where the pullback level might be. I'm thinking it might come back down to 242. Where's our entry? That is our entry, 242. So we should be okay if it pulls back there. If it pulls back further, we might be in a little bit of trouble. But we got 239 as an area as well that we could kind of bank on. Yeah, FNHC bounced off the VWAP there. It's looking still pretty bullish, actually. The 5-minute's looking very bullish. We are hitting resistance, definitely, but we'll see. No problem, man. Way to go. Not as good as yesterday, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Easy 30 minutes, exactly. The AVCT looking like it's breaking a new low here, or going to. KPRX dropping a little bit. FNHC breaks through a little bit, hits that 110 area, so we're hoping to see a breakout here. Yeah, QNRX, not a lot of volume, so. Otherwise, the setup is looking pretty good. We did break, we're making higher lows here, which is good. Could be a possible play. It's got a good range to it. Do we risk this? I'm not really sure. I could just be not wanting to sit on my hands here. That could be the problem. I'm going to be upset, though, if I miss it. I'm going to leave it alone for now. That's what I'm going to do. FNHC is doing okay. RMED slightly coming back here. We haven't seen the volume pick up yet. We might get rejected off the 20 EMA here. Malaise also hasn't come back yet. ATXI with a slow recovery. Yeah, of course. There goes QNRX. I knew it. I knew it. Salty. Yeah, it was a nice W shape, wasn't it? God damn it. Ah, deep breaths. It's okay. We'll get the next one. That's okay. I was kind of expecting it to hit up to like, 250, 260 area. I mean, it still might. I'm gonna be really salty if it does, because that would have been a big win from 237 to 260. Yeah. Yeah, the 20 EMA could be a support. It could come back down and touch it, but there's 250, just like that. Why does it gotta do that to me? I can't watch this. ABCT back up a little bit here. RMED back down a little bit. We haven't broken into a new low. We are still slightly trending up on this, so might be better for a long-term play. Bands are really tight, so you're going to see some sort of action here. Right now, it's looking like it might actually turn down because that MACD is just about to get rejected. ABCT also bounced off the 20. It sure did. Yeah. So the one thing I like about this is that it actually didn't go negative on that MACD. QNRX hit a little bit of a dip here. This is consolidating a little bit. We have the bands starting to come in. If we hit 239, I'll probably FOMO in. Yeah, I'm gonna put out the alert. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna shoot myself in the foot here because it's gonna be the end of the run here, right here. So 239, maybe even a little better if we can. Gonna go for 260, and then we're gonna go for a 230. We want to get at least below that, so let's just say 230. Let's give it a 230 stop. Might not be quite enough room, but I'm kind of hoping it is. We are going to see a little bit of support or resistance in this area right here. You're going to find a little bit more here. Of course, we're going to see some more up here. And it looks like we might be hitting a little bit of a area here as well. So those are the levels we're kind of looking at. We are at 252 already, so that's good from our 239 entry. I'm actually good with taking some profits off this. Profits on QNRX. It always feels weird. 252-ish. I guess 254-ish. 254-ish. I suck at typing. We're already 258. Okay. QNRX. Okay, so we actually walked away with quite a bit of profit on this. We actually just about touched that price target too already. So I guess FOMOing in this this time didn't actually hurt us, but you shouldn't really do that. Clawing your way back up to zero. Yeah, it'll take you some time. I think everybody starts out trading that way, or day trading that way, especially if you're following me and you're not used to how fast paced it is. I think fast paced. How fast paced it is? Whatever the proper term is. Yeah, no kidding. You call both of those out, and those are like the two, besides FNHC, those are the two good ones today. And they're not popping up on my scanner. I still have to actually sit down at some point and do some research as to why. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Unless they just opened up down today. Well, it looks like they gained in the pre-market, so it should have popped up for that reason. But ABCT, I don't think has ever really popped up on my scanner. Maybe the float's too high. Let's go look, since we're not really seeing too much in terms of another entry, but we are breaking to a new high here on ABCT. We're hitting at 270. So that's nice. FNHC is back down to the 200. We talked about that. ATXI, don't really want to jump in on that. We did see as high as 880 there on KPRX. It is back down to the support area here. Also, something I did notice, I think they're releasing the MacBook M2s today because I was on the Apple website, and when you go to the MacBook Pros, their website won't load. So they're adding more stuff to it. So if you're looking to get one of those M2s, I think they come out today. I wouldn't suggest it. I would still probably wait for Black Friday or Boxing Week, whatever you have, wherever you are. Both maybe. But I do think they get released today or very, very soon. Um, yeah, I totally got sidetracked there. I have no idea what I was doing. I know I was going to Yahoo Finance for some ABCT. That's what it was. Going to ABCT to see the float. Statistics. Float is only 9 million. Okay, so what's the market cap then? 13 million. So I'm still not really following why this wouldn't have popped up on the scanner. Price range is okay. We're at almost 280 here, so we can go ahead and take a little bit more profit off this. Okay. Taking profit ABCT 280-ish. QNRX down quite a bit. So we bounced off that level that we had marked out. So nice consolidation, good bounce, looking good. FNHC breaking down a little bit further than anticipated. That bottom band is starting to open up. Do I think we're gonna hit stop? I think it's unlikely, but you never really know. ABCT touching that 280 zone right about now. Okay, cool. So where's ABCT here? Right there. Take out some more 280. I guess we're looking to run this up to about $3. We'll see if that'll continue on its way up. QNRX looking okay, back to 250. FNAC, yeah, it's breaking down. It's breaking down hard. Do we have any more support below? I don't think so. Not a lot. Nothing concrete. We are at the bottom band here, so might be safe. Okay. ABCT still breaking out a little bit, 282. QNRX struggling. RMED breaking down hard, and same with Lays. I think Lays and RMED are going to be done, at least for now. FNHC is still in it, not by a lot, but still in it. Let's see, anything else popping up? Stop. I don't think that's going to be good, but I want to type it in just because I say stop all the time. No, not good. TBLA. Let's take a look at that. Very volatile the last two candles, but on very low volume. Just all buyers and then all sellers the next candle. 173 to 181. Yeah, don't like that. That's just weird. I'm not seeing much else here. QH maybe. Try QH. Yeah, no, we're good with what we got. KPRX is still looking pretty good. I still can't believe I haven't hit stop on the remainder here, but we're still in it, still going. So keep that going as long as we can. Hopefully we hit 260 here on Q1RX. FNHC is looking to come back. This could be our final play. You know what? I like this as our final play here, so I'm going to go ahead and jump back in on FNHC 0.96 if I can. Did I type that in right? Yeah, I did. 0.96. Gonna go for that 1.0. Let's go for 110 here. And then a point. Yeah, see, like we need to give this a big stop. I'll go with a 0.91 stop again. I'll give it the 5 cents it wants. I'll probably cut if it breaks out from this 0.94 area, but I would like to give it a little bit of room here. A little bit of breathing room in case we get wicked on. QNRX back down. ATXI not doing anything. ABCT, nasty candle. Look at that. We hit 280 and then it dropped to $2.17. Did anyone else see that? That can't just be me, right? How did it get that far down without getting halted? That was probably an institution cashing out right there. That had to have been. They're up pretty big. That's got to be like one of the nastiest drops I've seen in a while. That was like nearly a third of the price of the stock just gone in like not even a minute. FNHC recovering nicely. QNRX morning. Yeah, no worries, man. What is the link to see her live without the YouTube delay? I'll grab you a link. Let me just find it here. Okay. This should do it. I think that'll link you to the right area. Okay. I cannot believe AVCT halted like that. QNRX is looking good though, 254. Nice push. FNHC back at $1 here. Not quite ready to take some profits on this. I mean, like we are at a very pivotal point where there's lots of resistance here at $1, maybe $1.01. So I do think it'd be smart to take some profits, even if it's just a little bit. Securing some profits. FNHC $1. So I have different lingo. When I'm less confident about something, I say securing profits. And when I'm confident about something, I feel like I say taking profits. Notice that recently. QNRX looks like it might break through this resistance finally, and maybe we'll see what we're looking for here, which is 260 or more. Oh, sorry, BBIG. That's what I was going to do next. I don't normally play BBIG, but wow, that is quite the jump though. 95 cents all the way to, you know what? It looks like a massive, massive jump, but that's only 95 cents to $1.03, maybe even $1.04. We could maybe call it $1.35, but that's not a lot. That looks like a lot though on this chart. And then bounce down to 99 cents there on VWAP and then back up to 102. So you're looking at about 3-4 cent range, which isn't bad. That's 3 or 4% at this price point, but not as great as it looks. It's definitely not as great as it looks. QNRX back down. Really having a really hard time breaking that 260 level. I feel like if we had 260, 270 is going to be right around the corner here. FNHC coming back down. So it's a good thing we secured some profits there. AVCT just down huge. I cannot believe that. I don't know when that halted, so I can't tell you when it unhalts, but that could be a good recovery play because there's going to be a lot of bag holders up here. QNRX looking to make that push again. Can it finally get through? Nope. I don't think it's going to. I'm not seeing enough buyers here. There's some buyers below, but no one's confident enough to push this any further, I guess. At least not right this second. Looks like we're building a higher base here, though. 255 versus all the 256 with the buyers. Just need buyers at like 258, 259. We might push to that 260 level. There we go, 260 right there. 400 sellers at 260. Lots of people with their price target set at 260. So that is price target hit, but I'm sure we can get more out of this. We just need to eat those sellers. We got a lot of buyers stepping up now too. People are seeing this a little more bullishly. We're gonna say bullishly. Yeah, I like that. We're almost back to $9 on KPRX. Looking pretty good. FNHC back down to our entry there, 0.96. So we got a couple things going on. We're just looking to close out runners now. BBIG back to 102. Yeah, I don't think BBIG is worth playing. I think that's going to be something that, I mean, like, you might make a little bit, you might lose a little bit. I think that's as far as you're going to get with it, unless we see some crazy candles appear. Pushing for 9 here, KPRX, just touched it. QNRX struggling to hold 6 right, or 260 right now, but I think we're slowly starting to eat those sellers up. They're definitely going to be gone after that. Let's see if we get a VWAP bounce here. So FNHC, this could be another good entry at 0.96, 0.95, something like that. You could try this. The thing I don't like is a little bit of volume is gone and we are still curling down. That just changed. We are now curling up. So 0.96, definitely a good level to get in at. We've seen that it's got support here. Do you need a stop loss at 0.91? Probably not. You could probably go 0.92 if you want, maybe even 0.93 if you really want to push it. We're banking on the support holding. ABCT unhalted. Yikes. Why would they do an offering while the market's open? Come on. Like, get your shit together, ABCT. It's just not cool. Like how many people are losing money right now. I'm just thankful we had basically secured everything before this. Lost on a little bit, but like, at this point, not as bad as people who are playing with no stop loss. I can tell you that much. There's people crying right now. I bet this is SSR'd as well. QNRX just gave it all up right there. Big red candles. All the way back down to the base here. So this could be another op. Nah, you know what? It did just break into a new low here. Maybe hold off on this one. What was the offering at? We'll look it up. That could give us a bottom. All right. Purchase of 5 million shares, common stock, pursuant to the registered direct office offering, blah, blah, blah. 10 million in warrants. Private placement, $2. So you might see this recover back up to $2. That's what we're looking at here. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Although I got, for somebody who doesn't listen to stops very often, he's either got a horseshoe up his ass or he's got some skill that I don't have because he's got a very good eye for picking things that are going to bottom out and he can make his money back on it without taking the stop. So, he's got something going for him there. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on figuring it out because I need that too. But yeah, ABCT, this looks like it could potentially be a recovery. It looks like we're getting a reversal candle here and it should start heading back up. Offering was at $2, so that's where I'd set my PT for. At least take most out at $2. Yep. Yeah, I gave him his nickname Magic Hands like after the first week he was here. KPRX looking good. 920. Where did I take money? I basically 920 last time, so not taking anything more out there. FNHC, nice little bump there. Yeah, so I'm not going to tell everybody to take this trade at $2. If they're not on the live, then I'm not going to say it, but I do think this could move back up to $2. Past that, not really sure. Offerings usually kill any price above it, but you could see it average out about that. The only question is this the bottom or is it going to find a new bottom? We could be seeing a little bit of a recovery for some reason, but I don't know. It's hard to say. That was a nasty, nasty drop. KPRX 930. Yeah, nice little spike there. Looks like it's getting pulled back a little bit. So if people are looking at anything now, it's going to be ABCT, FNHC. I think KPRX is probably too high to jump into right now. So if you didn't already get into it, I wouldn't do it yet. ATXI is just breaking down, so we're just gonna ignore ATXI. But yeah, I could definitely see this hitting at least $2 again. I think it was a little bit of an overreaction in the market. Yeah, and this looks like it will recover at least to $2. Now, whether you hold past $2 or not, I think that would be the real question. I'd hold a little bit because I like to take that risk, but if you want to maximize profits, probably $2 would be the best bet. FNAC with a breakdown. We did really good at securing profits today before things dropped. for the most part. I think there was one or two that got us. I can't really remember. One got us today. We're consistently making at least 500 bucks a day, which is good, I guess. I'd like to see it growing, but you know what? I'll take it. Just about to stop out on the remainder of FNHC. That was hard to say. ABCT, a little bit of a pullback here. Kind of makes me worry, but you know what? Still lots of volume, lots of buying volume coming up. So you never know. I think this is going back to $2. KPRX, I'm really hoping hits 10. Hoping it hits 10. 940. Let's see here. Might get a good run. ABCT almost hitting 190. $950. Not a lot of buyers here. Feel like we got some pretty weak strength. Pretty weak strength. Weak buying pressure. That's what I meant to say. You only seem to take the losing plays. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to kind of. Do you ledger your trades at all, Alejandro? The more detailed you ledger your trades, the easier it is for you to pick out the reason why you're taking the losses. And then, of course, once you know the reason behind it, you can easily fix that. I'm gonna take out some more profits here. Taking some profits. KPRX 1020, I guess. Like that was a massive jump. Data entry. Yeah, I was actually intending to take about 1080, but by the time I finished typing, it was already like 1020 here, so we'll take it. Why not? I have a file somewhere for ledgering I could give you. I think that might help. Just gotta figure out where it is. I got way too many things here. We're up at 1025. ABCT is still holding pretty well. Yeah, I think this is gonna go back up a little bit. ABCT or FNHC, yeah, not looking great. Let's see. Why is this just not organized the way it should be? Let's see. Program files. There we go. Okay. So as far as FNHC goes, I think it's still holding. I don't think it broke a new low here, and it didn't. So that's why we had that 0.91 stop loss. I think it could recover here. It might even save us. KPRX still looking good, still holding on to a little bit here. Maybe we hit 11 off this. That would be fantastic. QNRX, I wouldn't count this as dead yet, but we would like to see some volume pickup. ABCT, I do think this is going to hit $2 at least. After it hits $2, you're gonna have to kind of decide if you think it could go higher. Honestly, in my experience, I feel like offerings kind of kill the price for at least a little while. And by a little while, I mean you probably won't get seen more than $2 today unless something weird happens. But yeah, FNHC is looking decent. ABCT could be a play. KPRX, if you see a decent pullback, could be a play as well. Besides that, I'm not really seeing much else that actually looks good. You know, BBIG could be okay. Maybe ATXI if it comes back. But yeah, there's not a whole lot in the market right now that's wowing me for the afternoon anyway. You might see a couple of things that took major pullbacks like RMED start to come back, but we're breaking past the low of the day here, so I mean we might be hitting a little bit of support here. If you don't see a bounce here though, you're likely to see this back down to the fives. Not exactly what we were hoping to see out of that. But besides that, I think that's my analysis for what's going on this afternoon because right now it's not a lot. And we'll go over the money board right now. So we made about $609 today. We still have one or two runners to close out, so keep that in mind. Yesterday we actually ended up with a big win because I forgot to check. I think it was Acore for a solid 20 minutes, and when I came back, we were up big on the runner. So it was like 100% runner, but after all the scaling out stuff, it was only like a 50% win. So our win rate's 82%, so we're slowly climbing back up. We're only taking like one loss a day the past couple days, but we had a couple really bad days where we took three losses. So we're getting there. We're getting there. If we go to trade summary, we'll probably be around 90%, no, 80%. Yeah, took one small loss on Q1RX. That was the one with the tight stop. I don't think if we moved that stop larger, it would have really mattered. Well, maybe it would have mattered. Um, yeah, maybe it would have made a difference. I'm not really sure. But yeah, 78%. Not looking too bad. It was an okay day. Could have been better, but we did have quite a few things that hit big knives, and that was kind of an issue. But we saw AVCT to 195 here, so that's still looking good. KPRX, it looks like it's consolidating. Could go for another run here. We need to see this MACD cool off a little bit without a price drop to confirm that. But besides that, I'm going to let you guys go. Hopefully you made some money today, and hopefully your afternoon works out really well for you. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.